Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 3 of July Joust. We have some excellent replays for you this week. This is the week highlight, the last highlight stream before the finals. My name is Captain Fogg, and I am joined as always by Hunter. Hello, Hunter. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. We've got lots of good players in the top 4 right now that will be going through to the quarterfinals of July Joust, and I'm very excited to see how they do, and I'm very excited to show everyone the replays that everyone has produced over the course of the 3-week group stage period.
Alright, well, speaking of finals, let's go ahead and take a look at the brackets. Here we're going to see the Group A brackets. As expected, Deadbones coming out on top of this Group A bracket. I don't think anybody really expected anything else. Deadbones, of course, is the second place finisher of May Mayhem, the last tournament that we did. Lakanje up here as well, and Hype, and Durgobach as well. I was expecting Durgobach to be a little bit higher. I'll admit, no offense to you, Durgobach, but I'm interested to see his play. Do you see any surprises here for you, Hunter?
Not really. It was really close between Chu and Durgobach, or Durgobach. I need to get his name right eventually one of these days. It was really close between those two. I think either one of them could have gone to the top 4. Hype, very strong player, been playing for quite a while, been doing really well. Lakante, always a formidable opponent. And Deadbones, of course, expected him to be top of the group
right.
for getting to the finals last tournament.
And there's
nothing out of the ordinary, I don't think.
Yeah, there's a couple of games still left to be played. I think Hype has a match left, so depending on how he does during that, depends on if he's going to be 3 or 4, or what's going to happen with that situation. So hopefully we'll finish that up by Monday.
I think Hype still has to play Durg. I think that's the one that has to be played.
Right. So that'll be an interesting thing to watch. We might show that replay before the finals, depending on what goes on. So let's go ahead and jump into the Group B brackets. In a surprise, we're still kind of working this out, but AV Ultima is on top right now. Xenocoup was unable to play one of his matches and had to concede to AV Ultima. Take that as you will about different player skills. They might have time to replay on Monday, in which case we'll get a true ranking. But right now, that's the reason AV Ultima is on top right now, is because of that concession from Xenocoup. Xenocoup, of course, is the first place finisher from May Mayhem, the winner of the last tournament that we had. But Hunter, same question. Any surprises for you right here?
Classic Metal, completely new players, risen right to the 3rd place. That's definitely a big surprise for me. Having such a new player be able to perform really at the highest level.
Right.
Fox Aves came really close to top 4 as well with the 5th place. So that's another really new player. So we've seen a lot of new players do really well in this tournament. That's really nice to see, I think.
Yeah.
And I think AV going to the very top is not actually that much of a surprise for me. Really strong player. And, compared to Xeno, he has lost more matches or more games in his matches, but the number of collective wins he has is actually the same. So they're really pretty equal in terms of skill there.
Yeah,
I think.
Alright, well, we have a couple of people who may not have seen this game played before in stream right now. So we're going to go through the beginner tutorial real quick. It's about 10 seconds long, so just kind of hang out. But here we go. Tooth and Tail is a game where both players start with a starting windmill. You control your commander. Around your starting windmill, you can place 9 farms. You can see the commander placing those farms right there. These farms, once they are built, automatically generate food for you. You can use that food to build warrens. Warrens are what you use in the game to produce units, and the units are what you use to fight your opponent. The game is over when you destroy your opponent's last windmill. That's a brief overview for you. There's about 20 different units in the game that you can use, and you choose about 6 of them at the beginning of each game. So you can kind of have a hand of cards to play down. and there's lots of different combinations. But I think we're ready to jump into our first replay, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we are.
All right.
I'm very ready.
We also have a very new feature for you guys to test out this week. Up in the top left corner of the screen, you can see the Twitch chat vote. If you type !vote in chat, you'll get a link to a poll, and you can choose who you think is going to win the current match at any given time. You can choose the color from that, and that'll be reset at the beginning of each match. So test that out for us. We're going to see how it works, and if it does work, you'll see it again in the finals. So our first match here is going to be Shu Fly Pie versus Valantly. This was the first game in their set. Hunter, are you ready?
I am ready. I'm
All right.
very ready to watch this.
We are going to jump in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so Fly Pie to the west side of the map in purple, Valently to the east in the green. Looking at the state of the map, Fly Pie has a lot more windmills on his side of the map, so he definitely has that little advantage going for him. Looking at the builds, they've got fairly similar builds, although Valently is using toads and snakes instead of ferrets and moles. But they seem fairly similar in the way they're going to pan out.
Yeah, alright, so we're going to turn on dual commander visibility here so you can see what each player is seeing, including the fog of war. You can see the different scouting patterns they have as well. Valantly choosing to go up in the north and scout around, while Fly Pie is going ahead and placing his warrens down.
Very early warrens. 5 farm, double warrens. That's pretty much a rush tactic.
Yeah, so trying to go for getting his units out first, and perhaps pressuring those farms and making Valantly run out of food. We'll see. Valantly has seen those warrens. He's seen that there are only 5 farms, so he's thrown down a turret in the front. This is a pretty defensible base. It'll be difficult to assault with that turret there, although Valantly doesn't have any vision onto this high ground right here. So Fly Pie could take advantage of that.
There's definitely potential for that. He's got another energy nest on the north side of his base as well, just to cover any angle that Shu might go for. She does spot that little uphill high ground area that he might choose to use. He is starting to bring his units over.
Looks like Shu has spotted that there's turrets, and he's backed off a little bit. So he sold one of those squirrel warrens and built the rest of his farms, because he thinks that this game's probably going to go a little bit longer. He doesn't want to lose out in economy. We can go to the economy graph.
That's probably a good read.
Yeah. So we can see Valantly was a little bit ahead there, but Shu trying to close that gap as quick as he can. Valantly going for snakes. That's pretty early after your first 2 tier 1 warrens. We'll see how those come into play against squirrels. Snakes deal poison damage every time they hit. So the best time to use a snake is against a unit that has a lot of health, and squirrels have some of the lowest health in the game, about 5 health points. So it does help a little bit, but not as much as it could.
Snakes do have a fair portion of health, so I guess it tanks up his army just a little bit. He doesn't have any moles in his army, whereas Fly Pie has made a mole already.
Right.
Oh, and he's purchased this windmill right near Valently's main, and is going to attempt to contain Valently here with MG nests.
Alright, and it looks like there's still a little bit of room for Valantly to squeeze out to the north there.
He can maybe cover that with his army. He's got 4 moles out now and 9 squirrels. That's a very tanky army. It's going to be really tough to take down.
Yeah, fighting into those 2 machine gun turrets is not a good idea.
Can you even see that other machine gun turret? That's basically hidden behind that tree.
It does look a little bit hidden behind that tree.
Oh, Valently is going to use this little escape to the north, maybe? Oh, he's coming from a different angle to attack these moles here. I don't think it's big enough to pull this off, though.
Not quite, but he does have the protection of those turrets, so he has a little bit of a place to fall back into. Fly Pie can just kind of poke forwards and take out at least one of those turrets, if not both.
Yeah, with that many moles to tank, he can easily take out one of those turrets, I think. And then there's just a big window to attack the base from. He does take out that north turret. And he's now going to work on this tier 3 Warren, maybe?
Support.
He's trying to bring out Boar.
Okay. Oh, Valantly sold it, though.
Ball would definitely help against Shu's army here. He has nothing above tier 1. Bluntly trying to place another MG nest or another 2. Shu bring his army in again, but I don't think he's going to win this engagement. I think Bluntly actually wins that one.
Yeah, Shu still does have those turrets to fall back on, so he's safe for the moment. The contain is still active. Brilliantly throwing down some Hawks to try and maybe get some vision for that extra burst damage.
That's a good choice, I think.
Let's just kind of push forward and try and break out of this contain. One turret goes down.
Looks like he's going to be able to. He's got the other turret there as well.
Second turret's gone, so the contain is now a lot weaker. He doesn't have, Shoofly doesn't have any of those turrets to back him up. He's got 4 squirrels out on the field right now, and one of them still wandering away across the map, trying to put down some more turrets.
No moles anymore either. He spent a lot of money on those moles. He bought at least 6 moles over the course of that attempted contain. And he's not really that far ahead on econ either. He managed to build 2 farms on this little expansion he got. But that's not much of an advantage here. But Valently does need to break out in some way because his first farms has died. He's only on 4 farms of production right now.
Ooh, and there he goes. He's running out to the north. And he's bought that northern base. Alright. So
she hasn't seen this yet.
Cracks appear in the contain. Although there are turrets there, that whole north section is open. Valently is at least partially broken out of this contain. Shoofly getting lots of squirrels out, yeah.
Yeah, he's got lots of squirrels out, and now he's going to start... this is his first tier 2. He's building ferrets, which is... I think he should have built them a little bit earlier once he realized that Valently also had some MG nests.
Right.
I think he could have done with ferrets instead of more moles. And here we go. Valently's attacking into this nest of MGs, and it looks like he has enough brute power to at least take down Shu's army, but no, he actually loses his army.
Second one pops up, and he's lost off to all of his army.
Yeah.
There goes the ferrets. Ferrets are out now, firing over that ridge in true artillery fashion.
Valently built 2 farms in the northern base, but that's all he's got right now. He's got 2 farms on that base, and this last farm on his original expansion is just... It's going to die very quickly when a when a ferret shot eventually lands. There it is.
It looks like Valently has sold all of his warrens down in that east base, and he's rebuilt them all in the north, so he's completely moved his entire base. And Shoofly is going to come here. He's got to figure out that something's wrong by now, seeing that there's no units or anything.
Yeah, he's also actually ahead on farms now, because Shu's kind of fallen behind in terms of his econ. Valently going to have 6 farms of production soon. Shu does spot the new location of Valently's base, but I don't think he has enough army value to actually break through. But he does have ferrets. Ferrets are going to be really powerful in taking down the MG nest before Valently can get up too much of an army. So this could be really close here.
This army attacking through this choke point right here. That is very well placed, but it does go down to those ferrets.
Valently guns to respond to this. He's only got squirrels out on the field right now, and even just in squirrel army, Shoofly is ahead right now. He's got another MG nest to the side there, but that's not even quite in range. Valently does manage to beat back a lot of those squirrels there. He's now working on that ferret. 1 ferret goes down.
He does have just those 2 squirrels out on the field now. I'm a little bit ahead of you, Hunter. Just gonna give you a warning. 8:20.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
But it looks like
just speed it up just a second.
Shoofly has 8 squirrels out, and just that 1 ferret. Valently is starting to build his squirrels back up, but Shoofly has forgotten about his economy. He's just starting to build more farms now. You can see how far ahead Valently is going to get in economy. He's got 6 farms up to Shoofly's 2, so if he keeps beating back these attacks, he's eventually going to pull ahead.
Definitely. Shu barely just afforded enough money to build that 3rd farm there. He needs to do something. He sold his ferret warren. But Valently now has an army value advantage as well. He just beat Shu's entire army.
And there's these last 2 farms here. Philanley's got 3 squirrels out. Shoofly has 5. Shoofly desperately putting down some turrets to try and defend. Can he pull ahead now? 2 farms to 6. Whereas Philanley's buying another base. I don't know why he's...
seems to think that Valentley is in the position to win this with the vote there.
That 100% vote.
It's going to be tough for Shu to build enough econ to actually get back in this, I think. Also a really good escape by Valentley, escaping the contain, beating back Shu's turrets, and then escaping to that north side of the map.
Man, breaking out with pretty much just snakes and squirrels and 2 hawks. From a situation that looked very dire.
It really did. And Valentley's now going to be going up to 2 bases of econ. He's got 10 farms coming up to choose 1. Shu can't afford to lose anything now.
He does have the squirrel advantage right now. Valentley's only got 1 squirrel out on the field, and Shoofly has 4. So if he wants to end it, he's got to end it right now, or at least do some damage. But he's backing off, trying to rebuild his economy. And
It's way too late for that.
Valentley's on 10 farms, and Shoofly is still on 2, building his 3rd.
So I think the window for Shu has passed here. Now that Valentley has 10 farms up and running,
And
he's got his army back fully.
And Valentley likes to do this occasionally. He's buying the rest of the bases on the map so that Shoofly can't expand anywhere else. Not that Shu has enough money to do so anyway, but...
It's a good strategy. He can see whenever Shu tries to go for any of them, he gives that vision. Lets him know what his opponent's doing. Right now, Shu is just trying to build more econ. He's on to 3 farms now. He's got a 4th one planned whenever he gets up enough money. Which will be quite a few seconds from now.
And the army values aren't actually that different, but the difference is that Valentley is way ahead in economy and can afford to just keep streaming squirrels in if he wants. It's up to 200 food stored up.
Doesn't matter if Valentley even loses any of these fights, because by the time Shu can do a counter-attack, Valentley's going to have his whole army back anyway.
So I think at this point, Valentley just has to build up his army and push in through one final push.
He does get those 2 farms with that push. I think that dooms Shoofly. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Shoofly is going to surrender.
That was a really tough game for both players there.
Yeah.
Valentley had a really tough start, and then Shu, once he'd fallen behind on econ a little bit, it really turned around in that game there.
Oops, sorry about that, Twitch chat. Had the wrong thing popped up. Well, that was an impressive breakout. I think we're ready to head into our second replay here, if I'm correct. Are you ready?
I am ready, yep.
So the chat vote has been reset. We're going to go ahead and jump into Hawkseal versus N-Dot Game 1. And we're going to start it in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we have N-Dot to the southwest of the map in purple, Hawkseal to the north in green. N-Dot going with Tier 1 plus Wolf as his build. No turrets, nothing. No Tier 2s. That's a really interesting build, I think.
I mean, theoretically, if you have a large horde of Tier 1 units, it's the most effective way to use a Wolf. So we'll give him that. If he does get a Wolf out, Hawkseal is going to be in some trouble.
Potentially. It does give him a lot of variety in counters in the early game. So maybe he can get an advantage there and then just build the Wolf and snowball.
Hawkseal actually doesn't have any area of effect. AoE attacks. He's got a sniper even. Which means that if N-Dot can get a large Tier 1 army and a Wolf, Hawkseal isn't going to have anything to counter it. Except maybe Falcons. They might be able to get the damage out. But not against a Wolf army.
That's going to be really tough for Hawks. Normally we see players going for a Skunk Just gives them that variety and being able to deal with any tier 1 bulls that occasionally crop up. Instead he's gone for Ferret, which is also a popular unit, but it does leave him lacking in some counters.
Alright, and
Here we go,
Hox's
Foxeel with the early squirrels.
early squirrel. The first squirrel is firing, and Dot jumps up on that high ledge to give his pig's vision. One pig is down, and Dot, drag your mole.
And Dot needs to use them all. Oh no, the farm gets taken down again, so that's 120 food that just went to waste there. Because he tries to rebuild the farm and gets killed again. That was a big loss for Endot there.
And trying to decide what to do. He's built a warren and then sold a warren and then built it again. Hoxeel is going to go ahead and buy this base here to have a little bit of forward. Maybe a little bit of a shield for his units. Not dragging his units around. Those lizards, of course, are going to beat squirrels in a straight-up fight.
But he does have more squirrels than Endot has lizards. That was tough.
He does.
The lizards there.
8 squirrels out now for Hoxeel, going up to 12. Endot doesn't have any kind of defensive structures, so he has no panic button.
He really doesn't. This is going to result in massive losses from here. Hoxeel really does tend to like this early aggressive build a lot of units play. So
3 farms down now.
This is a big deal. I don't know if Endot can even come back from this.
He does have all 6 lizards out. He has his pigeons out as well, so that'll help a lot.
12 squirrels on the field for Hoxlight. That's quite a formidable army. 3 minutes into the game.
Especially
12
with
squirrels.
Especially
against
against
no defensive structures. Yeah.
8 farms to 6. Hoxeel getting out Hawks now. That's only gonna make the situation worse for Endot. And those squirrels just eating through Endot's army. Another farm, rebuilding farm goes down. That farm goes down, and he might win the game right here. 2 squirrels left. That base is
Can he finish off the base?
Oh, and both units die at the last minute. But it looks like Hoxeel's just gonna stream squirrels in here. Pigeon desperately
to just beat him down here.
That pigeon desperately trying to keep its units alive, but that's it.
Really good early aggressive play from Hox there, which is something he tends to like doing.
Yeah, nice steady stream of units. And just kind of keeping up that pressure there, not letting Endot take a break. Combined with Endot not having any defensive structures, a couple turrets thrown down on that high ground would have helped a lot. But as it was, even with so many tier 1 units, just not able to do it.
Definitely. It was unfortunate turn of events for Endot there.
Yeah. Alright, well let's jump into
ready to go into the third game?
Yeah, let's jump into our third replay. Again, that chat vote has been reset. We're going to have Deadbones versus Durgobach Game 2. Are you ready to start this?
I am ready.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we have Durgobach to the south end of the map in blue, Deadbones to the north in green. What do you think of the map here, Captain?
I think that's interesting. A lot of that east portion is unusable. There is this one base to the east that Deadbones can use very effectively. It's almost impossible to get to for Durgobach. Actually, I think it is almost impossible. You have to walk through Deadbones' main base, so that's a very safe expand. Although Durgobach does have these 2 bases down here. 2 naturals, basically. A natural and a third.
Yeah.
That are very safe.
Both really safe expansions.
Durg taking Wolf as his tier 3. Deadbones going for Badger. We'll turn on this dual commander visibility so you guys can see what each commander can see.
I've noticed Durg go for Wolf in a lot of his games this week. Pretty much one of the only players I've seen going for Wolf. A lot of players consider it one of the less valuable tier 3s. So maybe it'll be interesting to see how it fares in this battle here. Potentially against Badger. Doug's starting off with a 7-farm warren of lizards, it looks like, and then a warren of squirrels to back it up. It's a good combo. The lizards can tank more, move up front fast with their movement speed, tank for the squirrels while they deal out the real damage. Deadbone's just going for pretty standard 7-farm squirrels. He's gone for a double squirrel warren before building his 8-farm, I believe. So a little bit earlier units.
Alright, well, Deadbone's going to throw down a sniper balloon in this front base. That sniper balloon is going to be able to hit both the base that it's right next to and that base on the hill, so that's an excellent sniper balloon for Deadbones. Kind of cutting off some of the map for Dagobah if the game goes that long.
Deadbones with that, that expansion. That is a really safe expansion, and Dagobah just got an equally safe expansion. They both got really safe expansions that they can build farms on whenever they want.
Yeah. Dagobah gonna throw down some Hawks as his first tier 2 unit, and Skunks. Deadbone's going for Skunks. That's gonna wreck these. Both these players have very squirrel heavy armies right now, so those Skunks are gonna do a lot of damage. Twitch chat is very heavily in Deadbone's favor. No faith in Dagobah.
Deadbones is very his favorite to win in most matches, to be fair.
And also has a very good spawn.
Yeah, this is a really good setup for him. With that enclosed entrance to his base, covered by that sniper balloon, Doug's gonna find it a tough time to break through that.
You know, this...
He's gone for Falcons and Skunks.
Yeah.
Which, definitely good.
If Dagobah could get through Deadbone's main base, this map would be perfect for dragging Falcons across against that that protected east expansion. But I don't think he can get his commander across in time without dying.
Has he seen that expansion? He hasn't spotted that expansion. He doesn't know it exists.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the visibility, he never spotted over to that side of the map.
Oh yeah, he didn't. He stopped just south of Deadbone's base.
Deadbones does know about Doug's expansion to the rear, on the other hand. So I think Doug has disadvantage in terms of information here. Maybe he still thinks that Deadbones is on a single expansion, or he probably just assumes that Deadbones has got his expansion already, just from experienced intuition.
And Durg's Wolf is about half done right now. He's throwing down that tier 3 Warren, which is going to greatly increase the power of these Skunks and Lizards and Falcons here.
Yeah, especially those Falcons, really good combo. Deadbones has much more squirrels than Doug here, though.
Let's take
12
a look
squirrels.
In terms of army value, that Wolf just came out, which pushed Dagobah way ahead in army value.
They're fairly even, though, looking at it.
Yeah.
It's Doug is ahead right now, but Deadbones has quite a bit of stored up food that you might want to spend on that.
16 farms to 17.
He's going for Badger right now.
Guys, he's put down his Badger Warren, and he's also put down a couple more, or one more Falcon Warren. So both players with growing armies here. They've all built one of every type of their unit right now, so this first clash is going to be massive if they decide to engage.
Yeah, we've not really seen many games that have gone to this 5-minute mark with still no attacks on either side. And Doug's gone for another Warren of Skunks here. That's a really interesting decision. That's going to really pile on the gas. That's going to build up really quickly. That could work in an extended fight with these sorts of army sizes. That fight is going to last a while.
Yeah. Deadbones has this very nice balloon cover here. Again, covering those 3 bases, or 2 bases all the way right there. So Deadbones is going to win if the game goes that long. He's got one more base than Dagobah does. So unless Dagobah can break through and start taking one of those bases, he's going to be stuck on 3. Although you can do a lot with 3 bases worth of farms. Both players on 18 farms right now. That's absurd. And still, no engagements.
We've not seen any games, really, with this many farms. It's really rare to see this many farms come out and still no engagements. Yeah. Dirk's just building up more tier 1s in his army.
Deadboats is going for a second badger.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
That's going to be a lot of firepower.
A second badger behind 12 squirrels.
Deadbones just scouted Dirk's base, spotted everything. He saw the wolf, he saw the back expansion, he knows exactly what's going on now.
And 2 wolves!
Deadbones going for a wolf expansion.
Durgabach is going for a second wolf! And of course that wolf buff does stack, so the units, it doesn't multiply, but it does stack.
Ooh,
so
he's going for an attack right now.
Here we go, here's that first fight. Oh, the unit's ripping through, both balloons are going down.
Completely melted those balloons, but that badger's had some careful micro, it's barely taking any damage at all, it's just going to clear up this army.
And the second badger's out.
The second badger comes out!
The wolf is down, the hawks are down, that army is cleaned up, Durgabach's army is gone. Almost completely, not quite. And all that's left is skunk gas and a couple badgers and a skunk standing on the hill looking at the carnage. Oh, that was absurd.
Dirk is forced to sell that other wolf warren because he really doesn't have the, surprisingly, with 2 bases fully running,
16
doesn't have
farms.
the econ to rebuild them all.
So what do both players do after a fight that large? I mean, do they rebuild their entire force? Do they push forward and try and capitalize? I mean, I think Deadbones had an opportunity there to push forward and take out some farms.
If you look at army value though, he really didn't have that much of an opportunity. Like, Dirk lost a lot of his army, but he gained it back really quickly. A lot of its army value is in tier 1s right now. Or tier 1s and tier 2s.
Durgabach not having that wolf with him this time. His unit's getting eaten up. A lot of skunk gas going down, taking out his army.
He didn't have anywhere near enough burst to take down those badgers before they came up, and now that the wolf is there, it's just way too late.
Maybe waiting
and
for
now
that wolf
has that opportunity that he needed.
Yeah, waiting for that wolf a little bit longer would have made that engagement more successful, but 3 badgers! Did I miss the third badger? There's 3 badgers now. Okay. You do what you do, Deadbones.
Really scary. That is a scary sight to see.
3 badgers, one of them is poisoned and it goes down. 2 of them go down.
As well. So there's only 1 badger right now. That's not scary at all. Just 1 badger, 1 puny badger. What's that gonna do?
In a lot of trouble. His main farming base, his newest farming base, has gone down. Badger's fully wound up. The wolf wanders into the badger fire and gets taken down almost immediately. That badger's
just poisoned again, though.
Crazy.
So he's lost all of his badgers now. But apparently 1 is... Wait, yeah, 1's done right now. Another 1 finished. So yes. He can just bring that in and keep attacking.
Walking over slowly. So much skunk gas, though.
Even if Dirk could produce the units to back up, like just that squirrel just immediately dies to skunk gas.
Really just a wall of death in front of Durgabach's base right now. He's got 2 farms left. Tier 3 Warren. It's not enough food to make that, and I think this is definitely over for Durgabach. Deadbones. Deadbones coming ahead.
That massive army with the badgers. That's quite a sight to behold. With 3 badgers fully wound up. That's quite music to your ears, yeah. I think also.
So much machine gun fire.
Oh. I wouldn't be surprised if Dirk is having nightmares about that.
About 3 badgers knocking on his front door.
Yeah.
Alright, well let's
wind up with those MGs and he knows they've come for him.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into our 4th game here. Again, that poll has been reset. Go ahead and vote for who you think will win this match. We're going to have AV Ultima versus Shoofly Pie Game 2. Are you ready to start this?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Alright, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Shoofly Pie to the west end of the map in purple, AV Ultima to the east end of the map in green. Shoofly Pie, very defensible main base. Opens up into a fairly defensible set of 2 other bases as well.
Yeah, both players with plenty of places to expand. Both players have some high ground to defend. AV Ultima does have this ledge over here in front of his base that could be taken advantage of. Shoofly does have those falcons, just to give him vision. But other than that, with Shoofly's very defensible base, it's a fairly even map, I think. Maybe a little bit of an advantage for AV Ultima should the game go that long.
Yeah, potentially. Shoofly has really good expansions there, though. There's only one entrance, and they're both on high ground. Of course, Falcons is going to negate that, but it's worth considering. AV Ultima's not bringing squirrels, so the Falcon vision doesn't mean that much.
Yeah, Lizard Toad here for AV Ultima. Be interesting, because the Lizards are going to be running ahead of the Toads, and normally you want your Toads to be in front of your army, so they can take down units before you start.
It's an interesting composition. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how this pans out. This could be very interesting.
Both players going for...
Shu going for...
Yep.
Shu going for squirrels and lizards. Again, in the pretty standard sort of setup. Both have gone for the 7-farm Warren, I think it was.
Yep.
7-farm double Warren. I think AV might have gone for an earlier Warren. Earlier farm. I think he went for the 7-farm Warren, then farm, and then another Warren. It's not really that important. AV Ultimate's going straight up to 9 lizards with a Toad Warren as well.
And again,
Shoofly doing very similar setup.
Any kind of early aggression here from AV Ultima is going to be very difficult to carry out due to that very defensible base that Shoofly has. Here we go, first engagement. Those 3 lizards getting taken down by the other lizards. And the squirrels just kind of left there to hang one toad going down and take them out. So a nice victory for AV Ultima. See on that army value graph. And he knows it, so he's going to capitalize on it and build that expansion. He's also going to build his own expansion. He has some nice high ground to defend against.
Ooh, and AV Ultima actually has a massive advantage in army value right now, and that's demonstrated in the raw power he just showed there in that battle.
Although he doesn't stick around to take down this expansion. That might be a little bit of wasted time on his part.
I think if he stuck around too much, Shoofly he rebuilt his units really fast. He's already back up to full. It would have been a bit dangerous to fight with the windmill there.
It's true. Overextending is a problem a lot of players face. Another engagement coming down.
I don't think those toads got good enough detonations. AV does actually kind of win that fight. He wins in terms of the tier 1. He's just forced to back off because of that turret going down.
Yeah, but look at this army value graph. Yeah, both players going back up to similar army strengths. So
basically playing a mirror match.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Oh, but AV is now building falcons.
AV also on 11 farms to Shoofly's 8. Shoofly hasn't managed to build any farms in this expansion he has yet.
He spent a lot of money in rebuilding his force. That's actually pretty visible here, actually, with AV on 11 farms and Falcon Warren already, whereas Shoofly just trying to build his 9th. Oh wait, no, Shu is building Badger. Shu is building a Badger right now.
A Badger has entered, well, it's not entered the battlefield yet, but it's going to enter the battlefield, I hope.
Preparing for the battlefield.
It's running through the tunnels, yeah.
Tier 3 Warren. AV sees that tier 3 Warren, so he knows the tier 3 is coming. But he's got his own tier 3 on the way for that as well, which was built at around exactly the same time. He's building a boar. Okay.
So boar versus badger in this kind of fight, that boar is going to melt through all of those squirrels. So unless that badger can hang around in the back to get wound up long enough, I think the boar is going to have the advantage here, especially with those toads to back up those lizards.
Definitely.
It's going to take that.
Tier 1 army is going to be crushed completely. Especially with those falcons.
Yeah, AV's trying to use these falcons to pick away at that base, trying to force a fight here, which he does. Shoofly, but that badger's out. Almost out, but not quite.
Boar is out. He's going to pull back to regroup, I think.
And the
he doesn't want to get that badger wound up.
Badger going to chase away those falcons. But that base is really low. It's on fire. Start regenerating health. But Shoofly
going to survive for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those 3 turrets are not well placed against the board. They're all going to be burnt at the same time.
Oh, but here we go. Both players, they're tier 3s going at each other.
Oh no, Joust tier 3 was at the back of his army.
And that the Badger going down. Yeah.
Yeah, it was caught out.
AV Ultima, that board didn't even take any damage.
Wow. And now it's going to start working on these turrets. Oh no, he's going to bring it around. He wants to destroy that windmill, which he does. So Shu is just stuck on 3 farms now.
Oof, to AV Ultima's 11. That's a really bad place to be if you are Joust Qualifiers, despite those 3 turrets.
He is forced to sell that Badger Warren now, so he's really behind an army value. Almost half the army value of AV.
Wow.
He's now going to build Falcons to try and take out the boar, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be tough to get enough econ to build those. He's forced to sell those forward turrets.
And AV Ultima building another base in the north here. Joust Qualifiers has got to either end the game now or build another base and try and eco up. Because the longer he waits, the farther ahead AV Ultima is going to get.
Exactly.
Maybe he's just trying to
He's
wait
in the
for
position
these...
now where...
Yeah.
He's in the position now where he lost that fight and lost a lot of base value at the same time after it. And now he's very far behind and he's going to have to do something really special to catch up.
Maybe just waiting for these hawks to come out. He's storing up some food so he can build a lot of farms all at once. But in comes AV Ultima through the front door. And that boar is going to work.
A little bit out of position. Oh, and those snakes are going to take down those falcons very cleanly. And those falcons don't even have an opportunity to shoot the boar. The boar's still on full health.
Ooh, but those units look like they were kind of distracted by Joust Qualifiers' buildings. And the hawk does finally go down, but all of the hawks going down for AV Ultima. So a little victory, but I think it's... Yeah, there it is. Too little victory.
That was a really rough game for Shu there when his Badger got taken out, because it looked like Shu was going for an attack on AV's expansion, but he didn't get there in time and his army gets caught out. Those lizards really helped actually in getting to the Badger before it could reposition itself.
Right.
Worked out really well for him.
And that boar, what do you think about the tier 3 placement in that engagement where the 2 tier 3s kind of squared off against each other? With the boar hanging around in the back and the Badger kind of in the middle front of the army.
I think the Badger, it needs to be the opposite. The Badger needs to be near the back of the army because that it needs time to wind up and it doesn't have anywhere near as much health as the boar.
Right.
The boar can be at the front, it can afford to take the damage. Its DPS isn't the best, but it's definitely still valuable in terms of DPS. And you want it near the front as well so it can hit more.
Right.
It's got that 4x2, I think, AoE.
Yeah.
Coming right up from the center of it.
Right.
You want it as close to the enemy as possible.
Alright, well let's jump into the next replay we have here for you guys. That's going to be Game 5. That's going to be Hoxiel versus N. Game 3. Hunter,
Okay.
are you ready?
I am ready.
Alright, we're going to jump into this game in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we have N. to the northeast side of the map, Hoxiel to the southwest side of the map in green, N. in red, and Captain, you did reset the poll, didn't you?
I did reset
Just
the poll,
gotta
so
remind you. Okay,
go ahead and
good.
vote for who
Just
you think is
making
going
sure.
to win this match. Both players going Wolf as their tier 3. Maybe we'll see some Wolf action this game. Some wolves fighting other wolves.
Some wolf on wolf action. That's some pretty hot stuff.
You know, I stopped
Not
myself
quite
from
as
saying
hot
that,
as-
but
not
you
quite as hot as boar vs. boar though.
you went ahead and said it. Clash
I
of
always
Comrades,
say
ladies
that.
and gentlemen. Wolf on wolf action. Great. Let's go ahead and
So,
turn
yeah,
on
we
the
have
dual commander visibility there so you can see where each player is scouting.
Hawks going for 6 farm Warren, 6 farm Squirrel. So just as early aggression, just as Hoxiel likes. That's what he prefers, that's what he's comfortable with. We don't see too many long games from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Wolf, but I really do hope we do see the Wolves.
Yeah, and
It's
that
not obvious.
again, not taking any tier 2s. He has taken that turret this time, so he's got a little bit of defense. But we'll see the squirrels are coming out now. He Endot does have some lizards out to try and defend from this early attack. And hopefully he'll put down some sort of machine gun on that high ground to defend even more.
Endor has his lizards out already.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be pretty strong against these squirrels if he can actually build up an equivalent army. Right now he's slightly behind. Just needs to spend that money, that food he's got stored up there. Looks like he's... I don't know what he's doing here. Oh, he's going for really forward NG nest there. Trying to stop Oxyol from crossing that bridge.
Yeah, it's a smart move, I think. You know, that's pretty much the only way around. Yeah, I mean, unless he wants to go all the way to the.
Around, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's the northwest route, and there's also a northeast route.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It doesn't cover that much of the base. And it's not quite a range of that expansion to deny it either. But that could work. It makes this fight around the expansion a lot more tricky for Hawks to pull off.
Yeah, and it is the main route into Endot's base, so it at least gives Endot a little more time to respond to any kind of attack.
Definitely. I think it would have been. I just think it would have been a little bit better placed, or just he could have built lizards instead. Just give him a more mobile force.
Yeah. Looking at this army value graph, it looks like Endot has regained the army value advantage. So any early advantage that Hoxale had is now lost, as Endot has a little bit more food.
That's because Hox has built Wolf.
Oh!
This early on.
I missed that!
2.5 minute Wolf!
Alrighty.
So that's the thing.
Completely passing the tier 2s. He's going up to 12 Hawks, and is gonna... 12 squirrels, and he's gonna bring out a Wolf. And that's gonna wreck this army.
Yeah, it's gonna be really powerful. Wolf with that tier 1 army completely busts through anything really. Having a Wolf this early could really pay off for him. Endor has a really nice defensive position set up now though. With that second turret, that is completely safe. It's such a big army as well.
With so many squirrels though, here comes the Wolf.
Ooh, it's going to be an interesting showdown. 2 turrets and a Wolf.
There goes that buff. Those squirrels are firing away. Some toads go down too.
Too many tanky units for Hawks to actually be able to break through. He saves the Wolf really easily though.
He does.
So he's got the Wolf back, and that's the important thing. Because those squirrels will reinforce really quickly and for really cheap. And he took down quite a few of Endot's units.
Those red toads from Endot also helped a lot, taking down a lot of squirrels before they were able to, fully utilize that Wolf buff. But those turrets are now down.
Hawks managed to take them down while Endot's army was reinforcing.
There's that buff again.
Buff goes on again.
Toads again. Yeah.
He couldn't burst down the army fast enough to take down the toads. He barely survives with the Wolf.
Does have those.
Only on 15 health.
Those 4 squirrels left, and they are buffed again. That turret going down. One pig is down. Ooh, and the second pig almost goes down. Look at how much health that has left. Almost none. And now Hoxale forced to pull back just a little bit to wait for reinforcements.
Hox needs to make the most of his advantage now because Endot has actually built this expansion. He's got a couple of bombs on it as well. So Endot might be able to reinforce fast enough to beat back this attack potentially. This could be really close. Oh, that Wolf is so close to dying.
Oh, 1 health Wolf!
Oh, the pig almost took it down!
Oh no!
Pig.
Alright, Hoxale, save that Wolf.
The toad, oh. Okay.
It's still at 1 health.
It's getting bursted down.
Oh no, it's dead!
No!
Oh, the pigs! The toads? Is it the toad or the pigs?
The toad exploded on it. The toad exploded on it.
And the Wolf, limping along, gets taken out by the single toad.
Oh.
But I think it's too late for Endot.
I think that was a moral victory, though.
Moral victory of taking down the Wolf.
Yeah. Cocktail doing a little, or Endot doing a little dance at the end there. GG.
Alright, yeah, GG.
It was a really interesting game.
Alright, well, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break now. But we will be back after that 5 minutes with more replays from Week 3 of Clash of Comrades July Joust. So stick around, and I guess we'll see you in 5 minutes.
Indeed.
Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second half of the Week 3 highlight stream for July Joust. We saw a lot of really cool games in half 1, and we're going to jump into the second set in just a moment. Hunter, do you have any favorite moments from the first half?
I really liked that last game I watched with the wolf.
Yeah.
Barely surviving on the 1 HP. And I think it was a really interesting fight in the middle there when with the two turrets on the other side of the river. That was a really interesting little fight. I liked that a lot.
Right. Alright, well let's go ahead and jump right into our 6th replay we have for you here. We're going to watch Dextern versus Durgabach, Game 1. Dexter is the newest member of the Pocket Watch Games dev team. He's an intern there. Are you ready to start this game?
I am ready.
Alright, game 6, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we have Durgabach to the east end of the map in purple. We have Dexter, also known as Afrodynamics, in the game. To the sort of southwest kind of position in green.
Ooh, and right away, Durgabach was a very defensible base, unless Afrodynamics can utilize this ledge that's right over here. So Durga's gonna have
That'll be an easy ledge to deny, though.
Yeah.
With just a single turret, he can knock away that. But that could be interesting. I think that might happen.
And
he does have the ferrets. Afro does.
Yeah.
So, potentially.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and turn on dual commander visibility so you can see where the commanders are scouting right now. Otherwise, looking at the minimap, it seems like Afrodynamics has more of an area to expand into, as Durgabach has a very defensible base in the east, up on a hill.
I think, yeah, Durg has disadvantage if this game goes too long with that kind of positioning. Maybe he can make something happen in the early game, though. He's already got Squirrel Warren. It's not too early. It's the normal timing. I think it was 7 farm Squirrel Warren.
Yep.
Afro has yet to build anything. He's up to 180 food.
Ooh, maybe either he's saving up for something or a little bit of food mismanagement on his part.
I'd love to see a boar. Oh, he doesn't get a boar. Oh, what a shame. He should have just saved up for the boar and won. That would have won him the game, I swear.
Uh-huh, you and the boars.
It's the way it has to be. The boars are the best.
Hmm.
I swear, if anyone builds boar in the finals, they will win.
That's the Hunter guarantee. Even if they lose, we'll cast it like they win.
Doesn't matter how the opponent plays, it's already over.
Yeah. But here we go, Afrodynamics building a forward base, try and lock off the rest of the map, which is smart in my opinion.
I think that's a really smart play.
Any expansion that he has.
The map.
Yeah. Oh, and a sniper balloon going down. That might be a little bit too far away. Actually, it might be not the best sniper balloon. It is on high ground, so it'll be very difficult to get rid of. It's that one little ledge, so it'll take down any units that are trying to go on that that walkway in front. I think it might be slightly out of range. We'll see.
It's just a little bit out of range, I think. If it moved it onto the slightly lower ledge, I think it would have had more of an impact.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it plays. It might get a couple of picks anyway.
And there's
He's now going on to ferrets to take down that MG nest.
Yeah. There's that south way out of Durgabach's base as well, so maybe a better place to put it would have been, down here. But we'll see how it plays out. Afro throw down 3 farms at one time. And Durgabach already on his expansion base, that nice, safe eastern base. Ferrets are out, and the turrets are up for Durgabach.
Well, Durg is going to try and take that. Oh, it looked like he was going to take that southern road. He doesn't even need to go. He doesn't even need to try and avoid the snipers, because even if he goes down the main road, he avoids it. Another battle happens right there. but Aphrodite tries to fight into this MG nest. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, and one of those ferrets going down. It's a little bit of a food loss. Jurgabok very far ahead in army value right now.
And an econ, if you look at it. He's up to 14 farms. It's not that big of a deal, but he's 3 farms ahead of Afro right now.
Yeah, one thing that balloon is helping with is that high ground vision. Switch to its commander's vision point of view, and you can see those balloons are giving vision of that high ground machine gun nest. So it gets taken down.
It definitely helps.
But blowing through some food, put down some more. And Aphrodynamics is on 200 food. He just put down a sniper balloon to try and get rid of it, but he's still on over 120 food. Let's suspend some of it.
I'd like to see him build maybe just a boar. Maybe just save up for a boar. That'd be really good.
Yeah, Jurgabok's just gone for the wolf.
He doesn't know that Doug's got a wolf on the way. But
there we go.
it'll just help beef up his army.
3 balloons now in range of that army, so that gully is a valley of death for Jurgabok. That balloon is on that lower ledge. It's got a lot more range now.
Yeah, Doug needs to be really careful attacking into this now. Afro takes down all of those MG nests. Pushes Doug back. He's forced him back all the way to his actual expansion now. That was really well played by Afro there. Putting on the pressure.
Those turrets are just going to get taken out. Now Aphrodynamics has taken over this top ledge and is putting down the sniper balloon. Skunk gas is going down on that ledge.
That skunk gas forces him out. That was good area denial there. And both those ferrets get taken out by Doug's ferrets.
Wow,
and,
so
skunk as well.
Very good play from both players right now. That fox is out. It's contested ground. There's a lot of skunk fog around. And that wolf is going to do some buffs. It's just going to charge in. Ooh, save that wolf. Oh no.
Oh no, it gets taken down by the sniper balloon.
And the sniper balloon taking its revenge on that skunk. That sniper is having a very good day right now. Taking down a wolf.
Really well played sniper, I think, there.
Yeah.
Afro now has an opportunity to rebuild his army, get an army advantage now that Wolf is taken out. Moves his army onto the high ground there. He's got a lot of squirrels. 12 squirrels up there. He's sold his ferrets and he sold his lizards, though. And I think he needed those ferrets.
Yeah, they were probably his best asset. That's what was taking down those machine guns. And now look at this.
Now
Jurgabok's army is
Doug
coming back.
has a massive advantage. Wow, look at that army value graph.
Holy crap.
And now the fight starts to push in.
Oh, but that wolf's in front again, down to 11 health.
Oh.
Okay, he does take down that sniper
really
balloon.
close.
So he's retaken that hill a little bit. There's 3 sniper balloons trained on it though, so he can't really utilize it as much as he'd like to. Oh, but Aphrodynamics sells them. He sells 2 of those sniper balloons.
Oh no, he's trying to rebuild an expansion. He's trying to catch up with... Wait, look at Doug.
Oh,
Look
Dirk
at
in the
map.
south. Oh no. Oh, Aphrodynamics
I
doesn't
wonder how he
know.
had so many farms. He's built an expansion. Afro hasn't
Aphrodynamics
seen it.
doesn't know about it, and here comes the army of Jurgabok. Oh no.
He's gonna take down the sniper balloon first before Afro can get in there to reinforce. Yep, that sniper balloon goes down. Everything goes down thanks to that wolf buff. Now, okay, the buff is over. Maybe he can fight it.
That base
Got
goes
some
down
more
though.
tank, kind of.
Trying to bring the Hawks back
Oh.
in to help, but a disastrous fight for Aphrodynamics.
Oh, he does take down the wolf, but that squirrel had the buff and managed to easily take down that falcon.
Alright, so both players,
barely
look at how
fends
much
off
Jurg. Okay,
the-
so that was a pretty good attack for Aphrodynamics. Look at that army values equaling out. Although Jurgabok does still have 11
really
farms.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really ahead in economy right now. 10 farms. Afro's only got 6. That was a really unfortunate fight there. He shouldn't have fought into that. He needed to pull back. Made some sort of progress with his econ
Yeah.
out of that fight. I guess he thinks that Doug, that's his last base. He doesn't know
guess,
about
yeah.
the base still.
He doesn't know about that southern base, which is a shame because it's right there next to his main.
It's really unfortunate.
Can you even see that in the minimap? Yeah, you
I
could.
think you
You
might
can
be able
just
to see it
barely.
every time. Yeah, you can see it every time as units respawn, I think.
But now
Yeah, he's
Aphrodynamics
spotted
is.
it now.
Yeah, he's really in trouble
Way
now.
too late now, though. He's lost his only farming expansion. That is a heartbreak for Afro there. He must be kicking himself.
Oh yeah, look, I'm standing right next to that base saying, oh, I wish I could have seen that.
Oh, yeah. That was a really back and forth game there.
Yeah. But so what could Afro have done differently there? Because he had the advantage a couple of times. He had that hill, he had some sniper balloons up, which I thought were really helping. What went wrong?
Where he went wrong was when he kind of rethought his army, sold a bunch of his warrens, he sold his ferrets. That gave him a massive disadvantage in army value for a while.
Yeah.
And that's when it started to go a lot more wrong.
Right.
He pushed up onto that high ground. That was really well played. Dirk had to really fight to try and push him away. But selling those warrens and then not building enough econ while Dirk sneaks that little expansion in.
Yeah.
That was the downfall, I think, there.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, let's jump into replay number 7 we have for you. We have the vote reset, so go ahead and vote for who you think is going to win. We have Fox Aves versus Xeno Akup, Game 2. Are you ready to start this?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Well, here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Xeno Akup to the southern end of the map in red. Fox Aves to the north in blue. Fox Aves, one of the newer players that has risen to the high ranks of the tournament. Really solid play been seen out of him. Xeno, obviously, the previous winner of the May Mayhem Clash of Comrades tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, a very strong player. Fox Aves going with Chameleons here, and Fox, pretty not normal build, I guess.
Yeah, Chameleons and Fox. It's a lot of alpha damage, though. By alpha damage, I mean the first attack is extremely strong. So you have those
Definitely.
Chameleons swinging their clubs, and the Foxes going ahead and taking them down with their first shot. But we'll see. Looks like Xeno Akup has a nice protected expansion to the back. Actually, both players have very nice naturals to defend from. Both players actually with about 3 bases on both sides of the map. Fox Aves with a nice defendable one in the east, which is very hard to get to. Gonna turn on that commander visibility so you can see what's going on. Looks like the chat is split right now about who's gonna win. 50.
Yeah, this could be a really close game, I think. Xeno's got the tier 3 in a boar, which is not going to help against the Chameleon Fox sort of setup that it looks like Fox Aves is going for. Although maybe he'll rely on squirrels a lot for his army. That could work out pretty well for him, maybe.
Yeah.
Xeno going with a very early skunk, probably just predicting that players like to go with a lot of squirrels in the early game for aggression.
Yeah, Xeno Akup, a very calculating player, watching replays of his opponents before he plays them as much as he can. So perhaps reacting to what he's seen Fox Aves do before.
Fox Aves building a mole, 2 moles on the high ground now to beef up his army. If he can attack before he gets maybe... He could win a fight with just 1 skunk on the enemy team, I think. But now with the Anginist, that would be a really hard fight to win, I think.
Yeah. Fox Aves is going to take this nice natural expansion. A good time to take it, I think. Xeno Akup is going to respond with his own expansion in the south. Again, both players taking those nice natural expansions, easily defendable.
Yeah, I think this map is fairly even. Maybe a bit to Fox Aves' end, just because he has the eastern base.
And a little bit of high ground,
I really
too,
don't
as
think
well.
Yeah. I don't think it favors any one player too heavily.
Yeah.
Xeno going up to Falcons now. It's fairly standard. Fox Aves going to build his Chameleons. Interesting. And he's also got that Anginus protecting all those warrens there, right in the center of them. That's a nice little formation there.
Yeah.
I like it. No fights just yet. Just both players just working on their army, working on their econ.
I think
very even so far.
A lot of players tend to try and rush in and fight when they don't know for sure they have an advantage. There's kind of this tempo that gets going with a fight within the first couple minutes with those first 6 units or 7 units or 9 units. And a lot of veteran players might just kind of wait, because if you keep your army in the middle of your pigs, you've got that backup damage, and they can just kind of push back with a counterattack. But we'll see both players here being very cautious.
Yep, Foxsave spots Xeno repositioning his army, so he's ready. He knows what Xeno has got, and Xeno knows what Foxsave's got. He did a quick scout. He doesn't know that he's got chameleons, though. So that'll be interesting. Xeno's going for his 3rd expansion already. Maybe just so he can build more turrets.
Yeah, get those turrets a little bit. He's going to start picking away at these warrens now with ferrets. He's going to force Foxsaves to do something.
Yep, the Foxsave's going to have to fight in some way. And those chameleons, he's got 4 chameleons out already. He's trying to build a fox. These chameleons are just taking damage just from the ferrets there. That's interesting.
Here's Xeno Coop's view. You'll see when he runs into the main army, he's not going to be able to see those chameleons. He's not running into it right now, but I'll come back to it. So it looks like this Foxsave's army is a lot smaller than it actually is. He's going to start poking away. And all he sees is squirrels and moles. He doesn't see those chameleons running around in there. There's 4 chameleons running around.
Xeno's just baiting Foxsaves into a fight, and this, like, if he waits, then Foxsaves is gonna lose a lot of his army just from the random ferret shots. But if he goes in now, those turrets are gonna be great backup, and Xeno's just gonna win the fight there. In terms of army value, they're really similar.
Oh, but the fox is out!
Fox has come out.
Oh no!
Maybe you could win. Maybe you could do something with the space. Like, Foxsaves can maybe poke Xeno now. If Xeno tries to poke, then he's going to be easily get taken out by that fox out there.
And that fox isn't going to be able to take down those machine guns, but you can see already Foxsaves has a much more dominant position on that high ground now than he did before. Those ferrets are just kind of picking away at the units instead of at the warrens now.
It's going to be tough for Foxsaves now, though. He needs to sort of take that those MGs out and reclaim that sort of position so he can get some sort of advantage here.
Yeah.
Right now he's just putting loads of food into squirrel production, which I think is a good call.
Ooh, and here goes a fight. Some skunk gas is down, and it's firing away, and those chameleons are wrecking the army, but those hawks are still alive at the very top. The fox was kind of taking down a lot of tier 1s and not quite taking down the hawks yet. Then all those tier 1s were gone and they started dying.
He has a lot of high damage units, but in terms of DPS, the DPS isn't being able to be used to their full extent. A lot of it's getting wasted.
A bit of a mistake running his army through that skunk fog, which is almost gone. Starting to disappear now, but
that skunk gas is really posing a problem.
And 2 foxes! There are 2 foxes out of the field right now.
Okay, this is silly.
Picking away. All those tier 1s are gone now, so the foxes are going to start taking down hawks. If he can chase them. There you go.
Push it now. He
1
needs
hawk
to.
down, 2 hawks down.
Oh, I don't think that was good enough. That wasn't anywhere near good enough. Losing almost his entire army. Just take down those 2 foxes.
Yeah, all those ferrets are still up, though. And the foxes are picking away at the machine gun. Doesn't quite finish it. And Foxsaves is going to grab that 3rd base. He needs more economy if he's going to keep up this kind of thing, because Xeno's ahead right now.
Yeah, Xeno picked up that base a long time ago.
Look at these engagements, though. Foxsaves still managing to stay not too far in advance, but
yeah, Foxsaves was forced to sell a lot of his warrens. He's got a lot of food stored up now. I think he's sold a lot of it to pump more farms in.
Yeah, there he goes. A full base.
Soon enough, he's going to have the econ advantage. But for now, he's got a massive army value deficit.
Yeah, so now is the time to attack. But I think Xeno Coop's seen those 2 foxes and knows that if he tries to push in and doesn't take down those foxes immediately, they're going to keep picking away. There goes 1 turret down. Those foxes with their long range.
Xeno just needs to attack now. Like, Foxsaves doesn't have anywhere near an army compared to Xeno.
Yeah.
If he attacks now, just hard engage, he's really going to come ahead. Right now, he's just putting more farms into his expansion. So in terms of farms, Xeno's still actually ahead.
Yeah.
because Xeno's got the 4th expansion now.
He does. His 4th expansion up. Those foxes still running back and forth.
That advantage with those early MGs taking that midfield really paid off for Xeno in the long game.
Yeah.
Where he's now got fairly major econ advantage, and Fox 8 can't take this center windmill. It's just way too dangerous.
Right.
With Ferris on the enemy team.
If Fox Apes needs to use these foxes as much as he can right now, there he goes. He's trying to take down some of those turrets. But he needs to keep picking away at Xeno's army if he's ever going to pull this back.
Xeno's lizards on that road really sped up and just sped into those squirrels and took them down pretty quickly.
Yeah, but a lot of the tier 1s are down now, and those tier 2s are kind of stuck in front of those lizards. As the lizards are just kind of running
take
ahead.
down at least a ferret.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how that's working out for those, with those foxes.
But Xeno playing it
really
very
close battle
safe.
here.
Yeah. Skunk gas is up. And here comes giant engagement. Foxes are still up. One chameleon is still alive.
Really good fox micro, and although Xeno gets a lot of ground, he has to pull back.
Yeah, Xeno's
lost
still.
all of his tier 1 shield.
Yeah,
Look how many lizards he has. 27.
27 he's building. Wow. And I guess that's the counter here to that fox. He's going to have an army of tier 1s in front to soak up all those fox hits and protect his tier 2s. And here they go running along that road there.
This is where you see the clear disadvantage of not having anything like a skunk to pile on AoE damage.
Ooh, one of those foxes.
Almost dies.
Yep, down to 2 health.
Oh. Okay, the Warrens get taken out. That's a big deal. Xeno has a lot of ground here. Their skunk gas is going to stop a counter attack being too successful. He does take off quite a few units though with his foxes as he retreats.
Fox
it's just not worth enough.
Trying to pick away as much as he can. He does take out that turret. Those Warrens are now a little bit exposed, but Xeno has so many lizards. Look at that army of lizards just going to wipe out this army.
Oh, he loses the fox. That fox gets taken down by his lizards.
One fox down.
Lizard just as fast as that fox.
This chameleon's getting swarmed. Oh, and the second fox is down.
Oh.
It's over for Fox Apes. I don't think there's a way he can come back from this.
Definitely not. He tries to put down some turrets and a mole, just anything to make it last a little bit longer.
And those turrets do come up.
Those turrets do come up, and Xeno decides to get back.
Yeah,
despite
having an
looks like he's gonna just go for this
despite having an enormous army advantage, he's going to play it as safe as he can, take out as much as he can. He knows he's got the economic and army advantage on Fox Apes. Fox Apes throwing down as many squirrels as he can.
Xeno takes the windmill in the midfield, and now he's just got an amazing position to launch attacks from. He could stop them out potentially. He doesn't need to, but he could.
Something we failed to mention, Fox Apes had some mines out, and for a while in that middle part there were some mines sitting down in the road in the middle there, which those ferrets from Xeno could not hit. And I think Xeno knew that they were there. That might have been why he was dancing around so much. And they did take down some lizards during one of those final assaults, but it wasn't quite enough. And Fox Apes is just trying and push out a little bit, but I think it's much too late. 21 lizards out there, 4 hawks, 2 skunks. I can only imagine what's going through this commander's and squirrel's minds as they're sitting there behind these turrets.
Why did you summon me here?
Terrified.
Yeah.
And here come the ferrets. The artillery barrage starts, taking down their only line of defense of those turrets.
This is when Fox Apes knew he was probably dead.
Very, very grim for Fox Apes. Throwing down some moles.
Oh, and there comes the army. The lizards have the work to go ahead and attack.
It's great positioning from the army right next to the mill, so some of the shots go to the mill, some of the shots go to the mill, but it's not going to be enough. Xeno Coop taking this game. Wow.
That was quite a back and forth game there, actually.
That was. It was a lot closer than I think a lot of people expected it to be. Those foxes maybe not taking out as much as they should have, but still taking out a lot of units, definitely paying for themselves with all the tier 1s they took out.
Those were a good call.
Yeah.
I think where Zeno came ahead was when he took that midfield ground, and that allowed him to take those 2 expansions to the west, giving him that eco advantage as the game went on longer.
Right. All right, well, let's jump into Game 8 of this Week 3 highlight stream. We're going to have Dragobach versus Calix Jumi. That Twitch chat vote has been reset, so go ahead and vote for who you think is going to win this match. Are you ready to start this game?
I am ready. Let's do this.
All right, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we have Dragobach to the south end of the map in blue, Calix Jumi to the north in green. Calix Jumi has no early game defense units. He doesn't have a mole, he doesn't have a turret. Instead, he has artillery.
Ooh. We haven't seen artillery this week, at least not in this stream.
And we always like to see artillery.
We do.
So there we go.
And Wolf,
Dragobach
we have
going
Wolf,
with Wolf again, yeah.
we have Wolf, Fox, and artillery all in the same game. It was destined to be highlighted.
It really was.
Let's go ahead and turn on dual commander visibility here so you can see where each commander is scouting. Calix on 7 farms right now. Dragobach on 6, and it looks like Dragobach has gone for 6 farm Warren. Oh, it looks like there's actually 5 farm and then a Warren farm. That farm just came out. So Dragobach going for that early pressure of having his units out first.
Looks like that's what he's going to go for. Calix Jumi has some early squirrels out already, or he's trying to build early squirrels to get some sort of defense. They're not anywhere near as early as Durg's, but maybe it'll help in fending off an attack because he's got the defensive advantage with those Warrens being there and the pigs. That could maybe work out. Durg now finishing off his farms, going back up to, well, straight up to 8 after building those 2 Warrens. Calix Jumi no longer has a significant army value disadvantage, with plenty of squirrels out and a toad out as well.
Alright. Dragobach going for that expansion there. Calix Jumi's is building at the same time, so nice mirror here. Not a good place to attack.
Both players got their expansion now.
Yep.
Both players got their expansion. Maybe gonna start to eco up. Maybe launch an attack. No players have attacked yet. Just scouting constantly, seeing what they're up to.
Yeah.
Durg decides to go with skunks to counter the tier 1 army.
Yep. Calix on 9 squirrels with 3 toads. Again, the toads are gonna wreck those other squirrels, but those skunks from Dragobach are gonna equally, if not do more damage.
Indeed. Durg now building his farms on his expansion. He's going up to 4 farms on that expansion. Calix just on 2 farms on his expansion.
Calix is very far ahead in army value, looking at this army value graph.
Oh, he's building artillery cannon? He was building artillery cannon. That's why he had so much food. He just sold it. Decided not to go for that. Instead, go for a fox.
Fox and a tier 2 Warren all at once. Dragobach ahead in economy, 14 farms to 11, despite having that 5 farm start.
And those falcons are a really good call now. I don't know if he spotted the skunks on the enemy side, but those skunks aren't going to do anything to those falcons. So that was a good pick. He needs to start building that tier 2 army up now that he's got the tier 1 base.
And that fox has started building. That'll be great against those skunks. The fox is going to be able to run through and kind of pick off a unit and then run out. Lots of turrets going down for Dragobach. And then that base in the east going down. We'll see if Calyx spots.
Ooh.
Ooh, he doesn't. He does not scout it.
Doesn't look like he's gonna spot it.
Oh, he keeps running back and forth. You gonna scout or you gonna not scout it?
You're making us tense.
He's not.
You're
Not
making
gonna
us tense
scout
up,
it.
and I like it.
Too distracted by the 4 turrets that have gone down at the front of this base here.
And he's
Calyx.
got 1 turret on his main as well, so there's not going to be any good attacks from Calyx anytime soon.
Yeah. Fox is out for Calyx Jimmy.
Ooh, you can see the difference in building turrets and not building turrets if you look at army value right now.
Hmm.
There's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Calyx going with 18 toads.
Whoa! 18?
He's just built a whole ton of toad warrens there.
And that's not going to do well at all against all of those, against all of those turrets, but he's going to go for it anyway. He does.
Just shoots them in.
Calyx Jimmy has just taken down 2 turrets with toads. Because why not?
Why not? It's toads. Yeah, why not? Calyx tries to get that base up there, but it's just too close to. Okay, he's just streaming in toads into those turrets again. It works! He took down the turrets.
He did, 2 turrets
not
down.
all of them.
Oh, but 4 turrets going back up for Durgabach. He says,
Oh,
you're gonna
wow.
take down my turrets with toads? Here, I'll give you some more turrets to destroy. 6 turrets out now. Still 12 toads out on the field for Calyx Jimmy. And a fox. And that fox has got to be picking off units if it wants to earn its value back. Especially if you're going to be losing so many toads. And artillery.
Yeah.
He's put down some
Artillery's going
artillery.
out now.
Oh no.
And Dirk has 4 falcons out, so that artillery is not going to be too much of a problem. He has got the falcon, which is the perfect counter. Like if Dirk just wants to bring in just his falcons to try and take out the artillery, he's going to be really upset by
Yeah.
the fox.
And I think, although artillery is very fun to see, that's not a great place or time to build it. Durgabach has 6 turrets down, so he's likely not going to push through into Calyx's base. Calyx should probably have expanded to the west. But does give him a nice, safe cushion. It's those falcons through and take it down.
Oh, no, he brings that fox a bit too close.
Oh, and here come the
no,
toads for a
are coming
flank!
in now.
Oh, but they all get taken out.
Oh.
Only 3 or 2 exploding.
That
was
is
an-
a heartbreak.
It's an excellent flank, though.
That was a good flank there. Just too many turrets for those toads to even get in.
Yeah, too many turrets,
Oh,
and also a wolf standing in the middle of that army. There goes the wolf buff down, and that fox, ooh, just barely escaping. Oh, but here
Now
comes that
that he's got that
artillery.
wolf, he's gonna push through easily. Oh, but the
Oh,
artillery!
there goes the artillery! Wrecking all those
Okay.
skunks.
That wolf is alone now, and now it's the dead wolf.
The dead wolf now. That falcon is the
That
only
wolf
thing
died
left.
alone.
And there goes that
All
artillery.
these toads streaming in.
Wow, so much explosion going on. And look at the drop in Durgabach's army now, much below Calyx Juby's. Wow, from a 2-to-1 advantage to below. And that skunk fog just kind of hanging around, not doing much damage to that artillery, but
Dirk could afford to lose his entire army with that much econ right now, though. Calyx not got much at all. He's trying to build that base to the west side of the map.
it's true. Fox is back out for Calyx Juby, gonna start picking away at these turrets. Long
That's
time.
gonna take a long time. Yep. There's toads again streamed in now, but not a single one of them manages to explode.
Ooh.
That
True
is rough.
suicide toads running into machine gun fire along this tiny ledge. Look at all the explosions and all the blood on this ledge. Wow. Here comes Durgabach's army taking down Calyx Juby's next expansion. Calyx is on 6 farms and Durgabach is on 10, so Calyx needs to expand soon if he wants to keep up his economy.
That buff really allowed him to just completely nuke that base. And Dirk now takes that other base to looks like he wants to launch more attacks from there. Now that they're on the high ground, that
Ooh.
fox can't see up there.
That fox
It
just
almost gets
barely
taken out.
getting away with its life. Alright, so Calyx is going to try and go for this forward base. It is where the artillery is, a little bit more defended. But Durg is going to swing around north here. And now Calyx Dream is only mining base is in trouble. Farming base.
He needs to bring his army and take it down.
In come the Toads.
The Toads. Oh, good connections. Actually take out that wolf.
Oh,
Look how
and the
Fox is.
The 3 health fox. Ooh.
Oh, dodges the skunk fire. Oh no, the gas.
There's so much gas all around. Calyx is on 5 farms now. Durgabak is on 6. There's lots of skunks. Yeah. With amazing fox micro, managing to pick off these units.
Oh, I just dodged that ferret. Oh my, this is insane. Barely dodged the ferret shot there. And now it's healing back up.
Once again,
hero Fox.
Durgabak going from a 2-to-1 army advantage down to almost equal. That buff though coming out.
Ooh, Fox takes him down somewhere.
Fox down to 12, but again, Durgabak can't push past this artillery. Especially with that Fox.
Really paid off, I think. When the army was coming around to the north, it was still piling in fire from the side.
Yeah.
Calyx has no farms up right now, though. That's the big thing he needs to be aware of.
So Calyx
is to build a farm somewhere.
Yeah, he's starving. He's gonna farm out, or he's gonna starve out in about probably 45 seconds now if he doesn't build a farm. And it doesn't look like he's making any attempts to build. I mean, he doesn't have anything to build. He's got to sell his artillery. Yeah.
He looks to the west. He sees a base. All he's got is a falcon and a fox. He's trying to take it down.
And Durg knows it. He's going to bring in his units. Oh, and this fox is still alive. Oh, and the fox goes down.
Oh, heartbreak. I was actually getting pretty close with that. Doug went down to 3 farms right at the end there.
Yeah, but Durgratch pulling out of this game and able to take the win from Calyx Juby. But a very close back and forth game. I thought it was going to be over a lot sooner than that. Maybe, although those toads were
off with that excellent fox micro.
Yeah, although those toads were amusing to watch, they might have been better used in squirrels or in some other unit. It's a lot of toads to use, but they did take down some turrets, so there's that.
Yeah, it was pleasing to the eye and to the ears. All those explosions. It was a game full of explosions.
Right. All right. Well, I think we're ready to jump into the very last replay we have for you. It's going to be Fox Saves versus Shu. Are you ready for this last game?
I am ready.
All right, game 9.
Let's finish this off.
Twitch chat vote has been reset, so go ahead and tell us who you think will win this game. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Fox Saves to the southeast in the red. She fled Pie to the north in purple. Fox Saves going with only Falcon tier 2, Squirrel, Toad, and Wolf. Going with Mines. Interesting. Shoefly Pie going with Lizard, and then Falcon, Fox. No, not Fox. I don't know why I'm saying Fox. Ferret, Skunk, and Boar. That's the same build Xeno was going earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, with those 3 tier 1s and 1 tier 1 choice.
Yeah. Xeno doesn't really like the squirrels right now, so
yeah,
going with lizards is a very Xeno style with all those tier 2s, lots of variety for counters.
Yeah.
So Shoefly Pie is going to be prepared for anything here.
Yeah, Shoefly going for looks like 5 or 6 farm Warren. But very
6 farm Warren, I think.
Early units, yeah. And Fox is going all the way up to 8. Still hasn't built anything.
It's a very eco build. Maybe Shu can punish that with the early Warren there. He's already got 1 Lizard out. More are going to come out very fast.
Yeah.
He goes with another Warren at 7 farms, and then plants his 8th.
Fox Save's throwing down 2 Squirrel Warrens here. First is going to start coming out. And I would say that Fox Save's base is very defensible, but Shoefly Pie has Falcons, so he can take advantage of this low ground ledge by shooting all those pigs.
Potentially. In the early game, he's not going to be able to punish. I don't think for this early time.
Yeah.
Even though he has lizard advantage right now against the squirrels, especially, that should give him an advantage. But I don't know if it will.
Right.
In practicality.
Mine going down and getting sold. Knows those lizards would just kind of take it out. Those squirrels are going to run back to the safety of their main base.
A lot of squirrels and a lot of toads coming out for Fox Days now. 9 squirrels, 6 toads.
Shoofly going for skunks. He's still up to about 120 food. We'll see what else he builds with this. Some mines going down in front of that base there for Fox Apes. He's going to go ahead and take that base. A nice safe expansion there.
Okay.
Well, not the
Shu
safest.
doesn't really have enough army value to contest it right now. So that was a really good time to build that. Shu goes for his own expansion, right there to the southwest of his original main. And Fox Ace puts up a turret to defend it, and there's virtually no angle that base can be attacked from now. And there's a really safe... That makes his main base even safer as well.
Yeah, with the
Like,
two
there's
mines
no
around
way
it.
of coming in. Yeah.
Those squirrels are just doing work on that.
Oh, the toad explosions really damaged that skunk. That skunk gets taken out really easily.
These
You'd hope
skunks are-
that would be the perfect counter.
In a little bit of a misplay, these lizards or squirrels are just kind of standing in that skunk fog. So although he had the advantage, this squirrel's getting choked out a little bit. Fox Aves had the advantage, but that skunk, his dying breath, putting down some fog.
Some Captain Fog.
Clever.
Okay, yeah. So, Fox Ape's on 13 farms already. Shoofly Pie not been able to build any farms on its expansion yet.
Putting down those 2 machine guns, though. I think Fox Aves could take down this whole army if he wanted to. He's got a lot of toads out. A lot of squirrels.
It might work, but those units are being hidden behind the MG. It could be tough.
And Shoofly Pie still has not built any additional farms. Just more units. And
This
both
can be
players
really
are
tough.
both players are equal in army value. Here comes this engagement in the front door.
Oh, he couldn't take down that MG nest in time.
Wasn't able to
And
those-
he's forced to retreat a bit more.
those
Fox Ape's
mines-
on a lot of food.
Wow. 400 food for Fox Aves. Build something, Fox Aves.
Build anything.
Please,
Build your wolf.
anything.
Build the wolf. Do it.
Because now Shoofly Pie has some ferrets and he's gonna knock on that front door, take down that one turret. He's gonna push in. One mine goes down. Only one lizard gets taken out though.
That wolf, he's starting to build a wolf and a load of squirrels as well, so unless Shoofly Pie starts attacking right now, that is going to pose a major problem for him, especially now that he's on 4 farms. He needs to end it, like, ASAP.
Yeah.
He's got enough army values to do it, potentially.
Both players on 4 farms right now, but well, that wolf hasn't started building yet. So Fox Aves' wolf not quite gonna be able to get out in time before losing all those farms. Fox Aves does have that expansion though.
It starts to build. Okay, that fox is building right now, because Fox Ace sold one of his squirrel warrants.
Yeah.
So that's going to be out eventually, unless Shoofly Pie can win this fight. With those skunks, he should be able to. He needs to push in and do it right now, I think.
One ferret getting picked off.
He's starting to build more farms on his expansion.
Yeah,
So he's on 7 farms.
Shoofly Pie has that army advantage right now, so he needs to push in before Fox Aves, before that wolf comes out.
It's too late, that wolf is out now. He's going to lose the fight if he engages. Unless Fox Ace makes a misplay, this fight is going to be lost pretty epically.
There's that buff.
Yep, those skunks go down first.
Wow.
That was really, really unfortunate for Shu there. Having those skunks die first against that sort of army puts you at a massive disadvantage. At this point, Shu, he doesn't have enough really econ to build a boar, but that would be the perfect unit to have out right now.
Yeah.
Fox Ace bring his army to the west.
His reinforcements getting taken out. But here comes Fox Aves to the mining expansion of Shoofly. Here comes that buff.
bad news for Shu. That buff really decimated his units, and all those units are spread out as well.
Yeah.
So he couldn't get any focused attack going on. All his farms are down. He's on one farm with Econ. And while Foxade is on the exact same amount, Foxade still has his massive army.
And this looks like a GG. I guess.
Ooh, Shu's trying to build another base, but I don't know if he's going to get out in time. Oh.
Not gonna get out in time, unfortunately.
That was really unfortunate for Shu there. Just lacking a bit on his econ again.
Right, right.
We saw the same sort of thing on his game earlier, actually, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Bit of a shame.
Well, that is the last replay we have for you. That was 9 replays from week 3. What was your favorite game from that set? Your favorite moment from that, Hunter?
I think it would still have to be that 1 HP wolf. It was just so. I always like to see units go down to the smallest amount of health and still operate. it's just such a hero feeling.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I really enjoyed.
Like it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the double fox against a coup we saw from Foxades earlier.
Yeah.
That fox micro,
Felt
keeping them
very
alive
powerful.
for so long was really fun to watch. But
It's a similar thing from Calyx as well, actually. His fox did really well with his as well.
Right. So excellent fox micro coming out from all the players who put them down in the games that we've seen.
Yeah, people have been really well, doing really well with that.
Yeah.
I think one thing I'm surprised about with the group stage thus far was we saw Chu going with the owls in week 1.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really interesting strategy. I was very surprised that no one really followed up on that. We didn't really see any owl play in week 2 or week 3.
Yeah. Well,
Pretty
maybe.
surprising, I think.
Yeah, we might see that in the finals, which are going to take place next week. The quarterfinals will take place on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this Twitch channel. And the semi and grand finals will be on Sunday, next Sunday, a week from today, and also at 3 p.m. on this channel. Any wrap-up comments from you, Hunter?
It's been really nice to see all the players playing their games, having fun with the competitive format. I hope everyone's been enjoying the tourney thus far. Everyone who's participated gets a big thumbs up from me. I really enjoyed watching everyone's matches.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for participating.
All right, and thank you all who are watching on Twitch right now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Thank you for chatting with us. We will see you all next week for the live and live-streamed games from the July Joust Finals. So thank you very much, and we will see you all later.
See you guys.